Well, hey guys, this is DK Spencer. So I have got the Silver Snake FSC Carbine build, and my boy decided he wanted to upgrade it a little bit before I ship it. So one thing we're going to do is put on an Odin Mini. Love the Odin Mini. That's what I've got on my Patrol Carbine, which is one of my favorite less lethals. Used to be my absolute favorite. I need to do more with it, but I love it. Let's see, make sure everything's on there we need. Yep. So the Olight Odin Mini is a rechargeable tactical light. It comes with a pressure switch, so it's pretty friggin' awesome. Let's see here. I don't know if those are shorter or not. If they are, we want the shortest ones. Yeah, it looks like they're the same. No, those are shorter. Alright, so with paintball stuff, barrels are bigger than real gun stuff. So, well, that didn't quite open the way it's supposed to. There it goes. So a lot of times when I'm doing M-lock stuff, I'll actually grind down the screws to make them a little shorter, because what you run into where the barrels are bigger around, because you're dealing with a 68 caliber instead of a friggin' 223 5.56, you've got a lot bigger barrels, so you don't have near as much room inside your handguard. So anyway, you want to use the shortest screws possible for that. I don't know if those are different or not. Maybe I'm cray-cray. Oh yeah, they are. I haven't took the other one off yet. I was looking at both of the short ones. Hey, it's been a long day. So with M-lock stuff, they come with actual extra M-nuts too. M-nuts, boy. So with M-lock stuff, you actually want to get it started a little bit better than that. It's got a thread locker on there, makes it a little tougher to do anything with. But you have to have them started enough to where they will catch. That one's still a little iffy. Alright, so you just get them turned sideways so that they'll fit down in the groove here. We're going to go right there. Okay. And usually if you've got them just barely on the end, then they're just going to spin around and not catch. Turn them backwards just a little bit and then tighten them, and you're locked in golden. And you can actually look through like your holes and make sure, obviously the thing should turn sideways, like your grooves are going this way. You put them in like this, then they should, well, it'll be going that way, but anyway, they turn long ways, you know, to where it's locking, and they tighten down. It's not rocket surgery. So this little guy here, you put it on the unlock position, and this will actually just slide back in till it latches, and then you turn it to the lock position so that that can't be pushed in. Now, you can either use this like this, or you can use it with the pressure switch. I'm going to set his up exactly the way that I've got my Patrol carbine set up. So what I've done with mine, let's go ahead and twist that and take it off for now. Make sure we got enough room to work here. You do have to look, there's grooves in here that match your grooves here. So if they're not lined up, obviously it's not going to fit right. So I'm going to put it as far as I can and have it still work, which is probably going to be right there. All right. Yep, that looks like where we're going to have to be. We might could go up one more. Let's see. If we do, we're going to have to. These are some UTG pop-up sights. Let's go to one more. You do have to push the release on the other side. So that actually works. It lets it lock into place. So that's what we'll do. We'll go up there. You want it as far up as you can. That's going to give you your most natural grip. Then we'll go ahead and pop this guy back on. I'm not sure why it's not sliding right back in there. Nothing is in the way. There we go. Just couldn't do it from the angle I was at. So we'll lock it. Then you just put your cap on and you actually click it forward and that locks it on. You can pull it back and it's just magnet. It's good times. So kind of like with a lot of Olight stuff, tap it, let go, it stays on, hold it in, and let go, and it cuts off. So there you go. All right, so there's phase one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these extra nuts and screws down in there. Hopefully close that back, stick it in there with the Allen key. There, now you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, and then this guy just has a USB charger. Obviously, you pop this off, that just magnet attaches there. This little part lights up red if it's charging, green if it's charged. And yeah, I love these guys. I like the Mini the best. It's just pretty sweet. So then we're going to get out the old SIG Romeo 5. This is one of the tread editions, and I'll show you the only difference with that. The only difference is it says tread right there. So anyway, so these do come with both bases. We are going to be using the AR height base, but whoa, if you do want to low mount it, it comes with the low mount base as well. Like the low mount is good, like if you want to do something like this. So I've got a SIG Romeo 5 on a crossbow, the Mini Striker. Yeah, so these are motion activated, so that's awesome. So that's obviously very, very good for home defense. I've actually used a lot of these guys. They are a very, very, very good optic for the money. And the fact that they are motion activated really makes them worth their weight in gold. But you never have to worry about cutting them on. Now, you can cut them to where they don't always stay on. And the instructions are going to be with it. So, they also come with a little Allen key here to install them with. Once you turn it on originally, or initially, then it's going to be in that mode. At least all of them I've seen are in the automatic mode when you first cut them on. You cut them on by holding the plus down for a few seconds, and then you'll see them come on. So when you're mounting a red dot for the aesthetics, you can put it anywhere you want, but there's no eye relief on a red dot. So if you want one to look the best, and I did videos on this, well, literally years ago on my channel. I know I've got like, 6,000 more subscribers now than I had then. So the thing you want to do is put it in an orientation to where it's in line with your stock, your grip, or your mag. It just gives it a cleaner look. I'll show you what I mean. So if you put one like, say, up here, all right? Just imagine my hand's not here. You put one up here, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't balance it out, all right? Again, you can put it where you want to. I'm just saying, if you want it to look the most aesthetically pleasing, you want to put it where it's in line like this, all right? So put it wherever. Tighten that baby down. Now obviously you want to make sure your sight's not going to hit it. We are going to co-witness this one, but that's perfectly good right there. All right. Make sure it's good and snug. Bada bing bang boom. All right, so couple of things extremely important. First of all, with this ASA, after you engage this ASA and you use it for a little bit or whatever, you cut the ASA off. You do not want to leave this ASA engaged for prolonged periods of time, because you're putting a lot of pressure on your O-ring, and that will cause your O-ring to blow. That's very important. The number 2 thing that's going to cause your O-ring to blow is not lubricating it. So you need to, and it's kind of tough to do, but you need to unscrew this tank about every 2 or 3 fills and spray some silicone lubricant right down in there, or put you a couple of drops, however you want to do it. I use DuPont silicone lubricant. All right. This is and I'm going to send some extra tank O-rings. This is a double O-ring setup. One thing you got to kind of watch with these is that hole right there with the threads and everything. Barely go past that with a Ninja tank. So, all right. I'll tighten that a little bit. You want to tighten it just a little bit past where it engages when you feel it engage. You do not try to tighten it all the way tight. It just, once it engages, just go just a little bit more to make sure it don't back out on you. All right. Now, and then, if you need to reposition your timing on your buttstock or whatever at that point, it's better to take the buttstock off to do it. I should have shown you that. With this one, it's extremely easy to take off and put on. You just got this thumb screw here, which is awesome. I love these buttstock. That's a first strike buttstock. Okay, so anyway, also extremely important. This is a 3,000 PSI tank. A lot of tanks actually go up to 4.5, but you only fill it to 3. Carbon fiber tanks, you fill to 4.5. Aluminum tanks, you fill to 3. A lot of manufacturers use the same gauge for both tanks, so you have to know to stop at 3. This one you stop at 3. This is a Ninja SHP super high pressure regulator. Awesome tanks, but remember that. All right, like the pepper ball tanks stop at 3. So you know they just go up to 3 if they're only supposed to fill to 3. Most stuff does not. Most stuff will go to 4.5, and you just have to know if you're supposed to stop at 3 or not. So let's recap. Oil the thing at least every 3 tank fills. Spray some oil in there. Only fill to 3,000 PSIs. Never leave your ASA engaged for any length of time. Just when you're shooting it. If you shoot the thing, leave the ASA engaged with air pressure going and put it down for a couple hours. When you pick it up, you will probably blow an O-ring. And last but not least, whenever you cut this ASA back off, when you cut your ASA off, you turn it clockwise to cut it off, you still are going to need to pull the trigger one time in a safe direction. You will have one more shot left after you cut that off. If you do not do that, number one, you're being very dangerous because it's still loaded, cocked, and ready to rock. And number two, you've still got pressure on your O-ring. So that's very important. A lot of people will get these things and they jack their crap up because they don't follow those rules. You follow those rules, you'll be in good shape. Another important rule to follow is always check your ammo size. Do not shoot stuff in it that is too big for your barrel. All right. This one, I would use 9.9 or 10 gram riot balls. If you use anything else, then you need to drop them down the barrel and make sure that they easily drop down the barrel. These things are not cork guns. You do not need ammo to be tight in the barrel. You're not expecting it to go out the barrel. That's not how it works. They should fit the barrel good, but there should be no friction in the barrel. They should roll right back out the barrel. Whether it be slowly or not, you should never have to use something to poke it back out of the barrel once you drop it in. If it won't roll back out the barrel on its own, it's too big to shoot in it. That will make too much pressure, and that will also blow your O-rings. All right, so that's all the finger wagging. Sorry about that, but it is important because this is a new owner of this, and I like to go over stuff for new builds because these ain't cheap, and I hate for somebody to get one and instantly do one of those things wrong and it fail on them and then go and start telling them how to do it. So there you go. All right. We're going to see how close it is to being sighted in. Obviously, it's probably not going to be sighted in at all. I'm going to sight the red dot in, and then I'm going to co-witness the iron sights to the red dot. It's just easier that way, and I'm pretty positive I have not sighted in the iron sights. So on the Romeos, you take the caps off to access, whoops, I dropped it. You take the caps off to access where you adjust it, and on the tops of the caps, they have little screwdriver blades that you can use if you want to actually do the adjustment with the cap, so you don't actually have to have a screwdriver with you. Okay. Go back to the 22-foot mark. Obviously, we're going to need to adjust this baby up quite a bit. I did it like 2.5 turns because, you know, why not? Go ahead and put some more balls in there. Running a little bit low on air. but we'll be okay. Alright, I'm going to take it down just a smidge. And left just a smidge. About 8 clicks left, 5 down, something like that. I'm not shooting at 100 yards, so you know. Bullseye. And we'll get a fresh target. Okay. All right. I gotta get some air. I knew if it was dropping that much that we were about, it was below 1,000. I don't even like to shoot them below 1,000. So let's do that again. Tweak that a little bit. Putting them in the same hole there, just not the hole I want it to be in. So we're gonna go 4 clicks left, 5 clicks up. New target. All right, here's for the money. I'm gonna call that a win and throw it in the box, son. All right, y'all, this is DK Spencer. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Now, just to show you guys, turn that baby all the way clockwise, all right? Point it in the safe direction. And then after that, it's empty. You don't do that, you're in trouble. All right, for real, I'm gone now. All right, so here is a magazine with a Wixon follower, a red spring. It's got the stuff removed out of it you don't need. So this one is only going to be, you can't, well, I don't know, I guess you could, but anyway, you don't need all that stuff in it for the carbine because, you know, it's not using CO2, so you don't need the piercer and the valve and everything. So take all that crap out. I guess if nothing else, it saves a little weight, but whatever. So anyway, for shape projectiles, this is the mag you want to use. And there be the finished product. Right. And then coming with it would be all the optic stuff, the light stuff, a bag of goodies, all the stuff that comes with it normally, or with the FSC normally. Plenty of extra tank O-rings. The purple ones are tank O-rings. You'll definitely need some of those if you ever screw the tank in and it just whoosh, air. That's why I replace those on the tank. Extra mil sig O-rings. I think I put 3 in there. Some marker lube. There's the magazine we just spoke of. Some BK Kinetics. Universal size is what you want to use in this one. And some 9.9 gram riot balls. A pack of 25. Yeah, good times. Good times. Oh yeah, and the target. Gotta have the target.